Hey, what's going on, guys? Joe with OMGRC here. So today we have the Wolf 2 by DHK Hobby. Also, just to kind of, because these are in the same exact price range, $149 for either one of them, the Traxxas Bandit. So I want to kind of show you guys as far as what you get with the Wolf and what you get when it comes to the Traxxas Bandit. Not completely everything of what the Traxxas comes with, but just kind of pointing out just the vehicle itself and how they're set up and what have you on that part of it. Anyway, let's go ahead and get started with just the Wolf 2. See what it comes with, and then we can kind of do some comparisons on that part of it. All right, so what you get with this, you do get some, there's the body clips for it, and I'm gonna go over a few things. You do get a little wall charger. It's only a 5,000 milliamp, and it does come with a Dean style connection. That's our T style connection that's in there. Anyhow, that's what that comes with. It does come with a couple little tools, just little Allens, so a little bit of paperwork as far as straw as well. This is the flexible straw. Those are nice. So a parts list and everything like that as far as for the vehicle. So you guys can check that out if you decide to purchase one or have questions about something on it. All right, going over the remote real quick here. All the adjustments are right there on it. So that's pretty nice on there. So if you need to make any adjustments, it's right there on the fly. No pushing any kind of buttons or anything like that, or any kind of digital getting to something. I like that. It's pretty simple. 4 AA's on the bottom here. Little rubber grip that's on there as well. Again, 2.4 gigahertz, that's standard. So not bad. I don't have any problems with the remote. All right, so let's get into the car itself. All right, so let's take a look at what comes underneath this thing. You do get an 1800 milliamp battery. So the charger that comes with is a 500 milliamp an hour. So it's gonna take you a little over 3 hours for this thing to get charged up. This thing also does have Velcro straps to hold the battery in. And speaking of batteries, it's gonna kind of show you too. This is a 3S. This is my typical battery that I do run. Because it fits in most spots than some of my Gen Ace. I don't have the right battery. But anyway, just to kind of show you a little comparison, like this one, you know, you do have to force it in there to kind of get it in there. Now again, I don't think this thing can run on a 3S. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong on that one. But I don't think so, and it's definitely a tight squeeze on that. But I know as far as the VXL, it takes a 3S, so is what it is. I think it's the same chassis anyhow. But going on to this one, here's the chassis. It's a tight squeeze as well. It is Velcro strap, so it will strap down on there. So not completely bad on that part. So both of them are definitely a little bit of a wedge to get them in there. And of course, this is the electronic speed controller that's in here is a 45 amp electronic speed controller. And before I get stuff moving, I want to kind of show you something too. Is the actual, these are universal drives as far as when it comes onto the DHK. And it has a very large, it's pretty large here as far as this is a size 10 nut that's on here, where this one's like a size 7. And just to kind of show you that difference too, hopefully they don't drop out of there, but can kind of show you that. So definitely nice on this one. And you're wondering, like, and this has bushings in it where, you know, as far as DHK, it comes with the bearings in there. So not bad at all if you were comparing it that way. So anyway, that's that on that part. Okay, so now on to like a little bit closer here so we can kind of see everything, the drive line, drive system, you know, all the different parts to adjust your shocks, you know, move them all around. Very nice on that part of it. Again, there's your on and off switch that's there on the electronic speed controller. Not bad. 550 motor. Let's go ahead and take a look here. The pinion gear. I don't know what the size of the pinion gear, I didn't really look on that one. It is a steel one that's in there. It almost looked kind of plastic, but I actually touched it and I was like, gotta hit it on a piece of metal, kind of like, you know, kind of. So it's definitely metal. It's not plastic. Definitely a different tone on that part. Anyway, just kind of showing you that one. So 4-wheel drive on the DHK, 2-wheel drive here. Even the motor setup where the motor is like mid motor here, and you got a rear motor on the Traxxas. You know, obviously the Traxxas has been around for a long time. I'm not knocking it at all. Plenty of part support on it, obviously, on that part. But this is pretty cool here because, you know, you could put a 3S system in here, 4-wheel drive. I think as far as the drive system is definitely capable of handling a 3S system without a sweating at all. It has a steel drive system that's there as far as the actual shaft that's on there. So it's not aluminum. I believe that would be a steel drive shaft. So very nice on that part of it. You know, both have the wings and everything like this. Also, if I didn't already mention, but it does have body posts that are right here, and also here, because this thing shares the same thing as I think their Razor. So just kind of keep that in mind as well. So pretty cool. So you can kind of make this a truck. So that's cool. Underneath, as far as the chassis goes, obviously it shares a different platform, you know, shares this same chassis with another vehicle or two or more. So there's plenty of holes here. Countersunk, they're all, you know, the hex, so not bad on that one. It is one full chassis, you know, as far as even on, like, let's say here on our Traxxas too. So that's cool. As far as suspension arms and everything like that, you know, they seem to be pretty good. I would kind of think the Traxxas ones, because there seems to be a lot more material that's on the Traxxas one than I would say on the DHK, but this one has upper and lower, so that might help a little bit as far as strength, possibly. Again, I haven't ran this thing, so durability is not one of the things I usually go out and do, like, oh, let me go ahead and see and run this one, the Traxxas, and see, you know, what breaks on it, doing the same exact thing with the DHK, and I'm not doing that kind of stuff. But anyway, this kind of at least kind of gives you an idea, like, hey, there's other RC cars out there, you know, give them a try. And I think this one is not a bad deal. You get a motor, I mean, you get a motor, but you get a battery with it, you get a charger with it, you get the remote with it. The only thing that you really need is just 4 AA's. Whereas as far as this one here, they do have a little bit higher price, and I think they have it where you get the battery in there as well. It's closer to the 200 mark. I could be somewhere right around there, 189 or something like that. Anyhow, but I think these things, you know, they're both 149, but you definitely, I feel like you get quite a bit with this vehicle for sure. Again, not bashing the Traxxas or anything like that. You know, I do the same thing with the, as far as Red Cat, what they come with. But I even think this one seems to be, this one's pretty good. So far, by just looking at it, kind of like what's on paper, everything looks pretty good. So we'll see. I know as far as this is a 6 kilogram servo, but on the box it says it's only a 3 kilogram. You know, as far as speed wise, I'm going to say that the Traxxas is going to be definitely faster for sure. It's 2-wheel drive, it feels a little, it's definitely a little bit lighter. And you know, just on the box it says that it goes 20 plus miles an hour, where the Traxxas one says it goes to 30 miles an hour or something like that. I would say that, but you do have to put a different gear in there to make it go that fast. But I think this is a pretty good platform to make it go fast. So you'll see some more of this one anyhow, and I like the price point, not bad at all. You'll get some other videos here soon of this thing running. We'll see how fast it kind of goes, and then step it up and see how fast we can get it to kind of go based on what I have available. All right, guys, so that's going to wrap it up. So if you are new here, definitely consider subscribing. Also, check out OMGRC for all your hobby goodness. Until next time, this is Joe with OMGRC. You guys take care. Later.